Now this illustration deals with the grounding electrode conductor. Many times, people say, well, exactly what does the grounding electrode conductor do for you? Well, you have to go to 250.4A1 to really look at that grounding electrode conductor and what it performs for you. And basically, you know what it does. It diverts lightning strikes, surges. It regulates the voltage to ground, that kind of thing. But all that's identified in 250.4A1. But now here, notice that the grounding electrode conductor at the service equipment. It grounds that grounded bar where the grounded conductor may be a neutral too from the transformer and meter, connects to that common bar which is bonded to the enclosure, and all equipment grounds and neutrals connect there. And you see the sections there that you need to review to get a handle on that, for it to be strong in your mind, see. And then you notice the grounded neutral conductors listed there, the sections we need to look at that we've already covered with you. And all you have to do is just look at a previous. And what I'm saying, say that you just look at this illustration first. You haven't looked at the rest of it. You're just looking at this grounding electrode conductor. We'll just flip back a few illustrations and you'll pick up all this other stuff talked about, see. And for example, the grounded neutral conductor, 250.24C1, you got to ground it there at the service. 250.24C2, you got to ground it at the service and at the transformer, and 250.24A2. 250.24D, as in dog, then you're looking at further grounding rules. That's important. And then your table 250.102C1 deals with sizing the grounding conductor, as we previously pointed out, to serve as an effective ground fault pad. But what I'm pointing out, if you want to focus just on that grounding conductor, there's your sections. But just 2 or 3 illustrations back, you'll pick up more information about that grounding conductor by just focusing on the grounded neutral conductor. So it's either a grounded conductor or it's a neutral, in parentheses 2, as you see listed there. Then notice if I wanted to, as an electrician, study more about supply side, we have it listed there, 250.142A1 and table 250.102C1. Routing and sizing, we looked at that. And if you wanted to find more information about the equipment, the grounding electrode conductor, notice to the right of the illustration at the bottom, there we have information for you, see. And then if you wanted to supplement it, if the utility would let you now, you could also ground at the meter base and supplement. Or supplement, running from the grounded bar in the service equipment over to a driven rod. Our utility won't let you get in a meter base and ground. But some utilities will. You have to check that out with the authority having jurisdiction of the state, county, or city, and the utility for what county you're in, because they all have a little bit different rules. And then you ground out at the transformer, and we give you that section, 250.24A2, as well as the National Electrical Safety Code in previous illustration says C90.2B2, I believe it was, that you would look at. Now, notice that power is from the utility transformer, and that's a utility transformer, and you have to watch out for harmonic content. And 450.3, informational note 2, sometimes a transformer is oversized if it's supplying a lot of harmonic currents and nonlinear loads. It's oversized where the installation and design allows it. If not, you can request a K-rated transformer put in, but you got to get with the utility and work all that out. You just, you can't take it for granted. You got to work with the utility and the authority having jurisdiction. Now, please keep that in mind. And then as you see here, we have the grounding electrode conductor explained on the supply side and at the service equipment supply side. And we do have the National Electrical Safety Code section there. Notice you can get it 92.B.1 in the latest National Electrical Safety Code section. So with that information listed here, you have all the sections that you need to find out about the grounding electrode conductor, the equipment grounding conductor, the grounding electrode system, and the supply side and load side grounding. All that information is listed here with previous illustrations going into deeper, more detailed information. But this one is just dealing with a grounding electrode conductor in accordance to 250.24D. And that's what this illustration 16-28 is illustrating.